Traveling Tradies is an exchange, right? Traveling Tradies is a way for us to introduce Australian tradies to hotels and hostels around the world where they can swap their skills for food and accommodation. Typically the exchange that we set the criteria at is 3 hours of a tradie skills per day for 2 meals and accommodation. What usually happens as an included is you get free tours, you get free bicycles, surfboards, activities, hiking, all the good stuff that you don't necessarily know how to do in a place, where to go, what to see. You get all that local knowledge as well. So it's kind of, you get food and accommodation, which is set, but so much more that's included from it, right? The three kind of elements that we're trying to build with Traveling Tradies is social connections, right? Becoming a global local wherever you go. That insight and local knowledge is super invaluable, yeah? We've got affordable travel, and that comes from the service, the exchange, yeah? My skills for your food and accommodation. It's something you can afford and something I can afford, and we both end up having a great time out of it. And the third is health and well-being. Travel expands the mind, it makes you feel good, you're living life on your terms, and you're having an epic adventure. Plumber by trade, I worked in the industry for about 10 years, and I got to a point in my life where I was earning awesome money, but I could never feel the void inside me, yeah? I was earning $2 grand a week, but I was spending $1,500 a week getting fucked up every weekend because I was miserable and I was trying to make myself happy. I got to a point where I was waking up every morning dreading to go to work, doing the same shit day in, day out, and I got to a point where there was a couple of guys I knew in Perth that ended up taking their own lives in the space of a week. And for me, it was the straw that broke the camel's back. I resigned from my job, I booked a one-way ticket to South America, and I disappeared for the next 3 years. The first month I was overseas, I spent a third of what I'd saved. Yeah, so I saved 12 grand, I spent that over the next 3 years, but the first month I spent 4. And to save myself going home sooner than I wanted, I had to think of something. I really wanted to stay. I had a 6-month goal to myself. So I was staying at a hostel. I went and spoke to the hostel owner and I basically said, bro, your hostel looks like shit. Let me fix it up for you and give me food and accommodation. To my surprise, he said yes. And then I basically had jobs and went around every country around South America using my skills. And it was the barter system and exchange system. Hosts around the world need these skills. They can't afford it. It's something that they really need because there's so much foot traffic going in and out of hostels. And we've got the skills. To us, little things like hanging a TV on the wall or changing a washer in a tap is fucking easy. But to them, it's invaluable. So on the trip, we've got Lucas. He's a carpenter landscaper from Phillip Island. He's been in the industry for over 10 years, and I'm stoked to be having him on the trip. So Lukey has his own expectations of what there is from the trip. I haven't told him too much from it because I want him to experience it in real time. I don't want to prime him too much, and I want the trip will tell its own story. We're going to create our own narrative from where we go, and we'll see what happens. We're both pumped to do it, so why not? Amy is a plumber from Melbourne. She's also ex-Survivor contestant. She has more balls than most of us, and I'm super pumped for her to be on the trip. Her dynamic will be really great. She's coming halfway through the trip because she's got some family stuff going on first, but we're super pumped to have her with us. So the Brazil trip is a way for us to show the world what Traveling Tradies is, right? Becoming a traveling tradie, you can travel in a crew, you can travel solo, and by using the platform that we're creating, you'll be able to travel from place to place to place, affordably, easily, and like a local, right? That's the essence of the whole point of Traveling Tradies.
When this popped up, Traveling Tradies, the Brazil Bonanza, I jumped on it. A mate of mine's created this amazing take on traveling, but spending less, and I guess that sort of just pricked my ears up instantly, purely based on the fact that I can use my hands for something and spend less money traveling countries that I would more than often not get a chance to do so, especially utilizing my skill base set, which is landscaping and chippy background. So yeah, looking forward to doing that.
It'll be great to experience what they do, how they work, and how everything rolls over there. So I'm really excited to learn. I love learning and meet amazing people. That's one of the reasons people travel, to meet people, and yeah.
So everyone thinks Traveling Tradies is a new concept, right? But it's actually a concept that's been around for about 900 years. So it goes back to countries such as Germany and Austria, where they have a thing called the journeyman. And the journeymen are tradesmen that become qualified, but to become fully qualified and master tradesmen, they get sent out into the world. So they have like a little pack that they hold just what they can carry, their essentials, a couple of tools, and literally travel the world for 2 to 3 years and swap their skills for food and accommodation. Sometimes get paid, most of the time not, right? Kind of weird, and like the universe spoke to us. On the way here to the Brazil Bonanza, we met a guy named George who was actually a journeyman.
I think it's the nicest time what you can have in your life.
Yeah.
You're the freest man. You have nothing, you have no mobile phone, no car,
Bulls.
no apartments,
Yeah.
you pay no rent,
No tie
no
downs.
insurance.
Yeah,
You're free.
that's living.
That is living.
The percent who do this are 0.2% from all. It's not all only the carpenters, it's
all trades.
All trades.
It's kind of a dying trade and a kind of dying I guess, industry, but that's kind of what Traveling Tradies is. We're bringing it back with our own flair and our own style, and it gives our tradies the ability to travel the world using their skills. We actually got to ask him a few questions, have a little chat, and it was fucking awesome.
When I work, I save a little bit money,
Perfect, yeah.
and with the money, I'm travel to work and work to travel.
Great.
And all money what I have, I need for the travels.
Exactly.
I can say, go on journey, make the nice time of your life,
Boom.
enjoy it.
Exactly. Life's
You
too
only
short.
live one.
Yeah, we're just flown into Brazil. Transit was hectic. It was a massive stint. I think we were on the plane.
It was a 50-hour turnaround in the end.
Massive.
We got delayed, yeah.
7-hour delay in Argentina. But now feeling the good. Sun's out. Water's nice and cool.
Yeah, had a beautiful surfer finally in Brazil. We're at a hostel. We're already starting to use our skills, swapping for free accomo. So lock it in, Eddie, and it's all worth it. Check it out. So when we got to Rio, I got a text message from a friend of mine. He told me to contact a hostel owner called Gabriel in a place called Buzios. We had no idea who he was, we'd never met him, but we heard that he wanted some tradies, right? So we headed to Buzios and we met him there, and he was amazing, right? He's an ex-marine biologist and he wanted a different direction in life. So we started a hostel, and then when we came, he was over the moon. He was over the moon because he had so much shit to do. There's always people coming in and out of his hostel that when we arrived, he was overwhelmed because we could do all those and fix those little things and repair those things that he needed done, but 1, couldn't afford, 2, had no idea how to do it, and 3, couldn't find the right people. So it was just an amazing, because he showed us around all these local areas, all the epic places. He welcomed us like his friends. And in return, we gave him our skills and he was stoked. So this process is the same across the board. When we got to Buzios, we did a walkthrough with Gabriel, right? He showed us all the things and everything that was broken and that he wanted fixed. Mortar is like concrete but for walls.
Yeah. We can make it up if you've got like a fine sand.
If you have sand and cement, we can make it. Yeah. What else? We need bolts or something for the pallets.
For the pallets, yeah. Do you have any timber lying around?
As a hostel owner, they don't know how to fix things. They don't know what we're on about. They just know that it's broken and they want it fixed. That's why they call us.
Paintbrushes, Gabriel. Sorry? Do you have paintbrushes?
See over there? There's some of those. What else did you ask?
Show the...
A couple of brand new paintbrushes for the boys. High grade, top quality.
Cut the fur off.
Yellow paint. And we've got 1, 2, 3, and the 4. So what if we did the tap we can smash out with it in one day. The double room, scratch back and the hole in the wall, that'll take a little bit of time. And the roof, that'll take a bit of time too. So it'll probably be, what, 3 or 4 hours for that with the two of us?
Yeah.
For that and this?
Yeah.
So we'll do one on one day, one on the next.
Okay.
And then this one we could probably smash out in a day. From that, we shortlisted that to what we could do with our skill set and the time that we were there.
Let's do it. That'll be nice.
What do you reckon? Yeah?
Sure.
Because we'll probably stay for the next 3 or 4 nights anyway. We
Yeah.
might go down a couple free or whatever.
Yeah.
But we'd like to punch this out and help you out. And vice versa if we can sleep.
Well, sure, yeah.
True?
Yeah.
Alright, perfect. We'll get a few things. We'll do a couple of the little stuff today. And then we'll get stuck into the rest, huh?
Okay.
What do you reckon?
Sounds good, man.
Fucking it. You're a good man. So after Buzios, we're heading south. We stopped off in a little town called Arraial de Cabo, and it was beautiful. We had a lot of fun. It was really beautiful, and it was a nice time to just chill and relax after, you know, a few days on the tools back in Buzios. We're in Parachi, which is an old as fuck town. It used to be an old gold town where the boats from the miners used to go up to the mountains, get the gold, bring it down here, and it was like a main port. Put it on the boat and then they'd bring it back to Portugal. Shitloads of gold. We haven't even got into the town yet, and look at it now. When we get into the like old town, it's like really old school buildings that are like 500-600 years old. Same as all like the cobblestones. Come check it out. Parachi was amazing. It was fucking beautiful. We befriended the hostel owner, Vito. We watched the World Cup final together. It was a real kind of communal, like, family vibe. It was really, really nice. They showed us around town, and he really wanted us to stay there, and we got his thoughts on traveling tradies, but we just didn't have time. We were on a timeline. We really wanted to stay. But this just goes to show, if you're not on a timeline, you can't. When the opportunities present themselves, stay, enjoy, cruise, live a little. Who are you and where are we?
Yeah, Adam, meu nome é Vitor e estamos em Paraty.
Em Bossa Nova Hostel.
Em Bossa Nova Hostel.
Bom. Tell me about Paraty.
Paraty é uma pequena cidade no sul do Rio de Janeiro, muito conhecida pelas praias, pela cidade histórica e pela cultura que tem aqui pela cidade. É uma cidade muito linda mesmo para se conhecer.
Bom. How long have you lived in Paraty?
Eu vivo aqui há 2 anos e meio e eu amo isso daqui. Eu morava em São Paulo e eu amo estar aqui, poder estar aqui e viver isso daqui.
What do you think about traveling tradies?
Muito legal o trabalho que vocês estão fazendo aí. Eu mesmo já troquei estadia por trabalho em outros lugares aqui no Brasil. E é um trabalho muito legal mesmo que você está fazendo aí em troca.
Boa. And aqui we ran out of time to help you. We're going to Ubatuba, but would you have other tradies come help you?
Espero muito que você volte aí para ajudar a gente e você é um grande amigo nosso aí. Muito obrigado.
Muito obrigado, brother. Perfect. Ubatuba! Wow. Now this place I love. This place I love so much that I've been 4 times in my life and along my travels. I've gone back years apart because it's beautiful. It's 152 different beaches, there's hikes, it's epic. It was the birthplace of traveling tradies. It was where it all started, where it all began. Greenhaven Hostel is very dear to my heart, and the owners there are lifelong friends of mine. Yeah, it's a place of community, it's a place of fun, and it was a planned part of the Traveling Tradies Brazil Bonanza, but it was planned for a reason. So at Greenhaven and Ubatuba, the process for the service exchange was basically the same, yeah? We got there, we did a walkthrough with the host, they showed us all the shit that needed to be done, then me, Lucas and Amy sat down and we nutted out in the time frame that they had, the tasks and the jobs that we could do. For this exchange, it was a little different, right? Food wasn't included, but man, did they make up for it in other ways, yeah? We did boat trips, we did hiking, we had stand-up paddle boards, surfing they took us, free transfers, they drove us everywhere, we went to festivals, we had barbecues every 2 nights, which they paid for drinks and food. So it kind of roundabout way worked out better for us in the end. They put us up in one of their private houses out the back, we had our own space, so they really went above and beyond to look after us. And as a traveling tradie, they believe in it, they love us, and other hostels do the same.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about. Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
Hit it, boys.
Corner, corner where the big boys play.
What's happening when you do like exchange, like in the travel trades? You come and you see our culture, but you can't forget that you still travel, and you have to have a nice time here in our hostel, and you are paying your stay with your talents. This is the point of travel trades. You give to us a lot, but we receive much more, because you receive a new culture and you learn new things, you know, and you still travel. This is the point. You have to do that, you know. If you're traveling, you're not here to work, you're here to travel.
It's very clear that you could see traveling tradies have the same spirit travelers around the world they share, you know. You get to a place, you want to become friends, you have a trustful relationship very easily. You know, that's for us was very important to share this with you. Yeah.
Community means to me being a part of something that feels natural and normal, right? So for me, going anywhere in the world, I feel quite comfortable within a matter of a couple of days because I've done extensive travel and because I've been to many different places. It's not hard for me to adapt to a place. When that happens, I feel a sense of community. I feel a sense of community from the people, the food, the surroundings, the atmosphere, the attitude, the thought patterns, the emotions. It's easy to adapt in different environments when you have that community feeling, when you feel a part of something. So I always say it's the people in a place that make a place, not the actual place.
You can't buy local knowledge, and it's just one of the best things about travel, I think, especially creating those friendships quite quickly, and they'll give you as much as they can possibly throw at you, which is, yeah, priceless. I think when you travel and you move away from those close friends and family and meet new friends on the road, it just goes to show how lucky you are to have those people back home that love and care for you, but it shows you also that how many good people are out there in the world willing to share their lives as well, I guess. I suppose with this travelling tradie company working for people in smaller communities, it sort of cracks that shell quicker, and you're able to become closer to people quicker, and allows you to sort of open those friendships up sooner and create that bond faster.
After Ubatuba, we headed back to Rio as a crew, yeah? We wanted a few days to soak up some suns and relax a little bit before the long trip home. The boys in Uber hooked us up with a guy named German. He's from Argentina and he has 7 hostels. He used to have 14, but they're all across Brazil. He's known as like the daddy of hostels in Brazil, and this motherfucker is connected. He welcomed us with open arms. He loved traveling tradies. We got his thoughts on traveling tradies, and he's ready for tradies now.
My name is Herman. I'm the owner of the Missy Hostels chain. I've been working in the business for 18 years, and we have a hostel chain based in Rio de Janeiro. We have 7 hostels. We have 1 in Ipanema, the rest in Copacabana, where we are now, and we love the hostel life. I heard about traveling tradies because of Vinny. Vinny is the Green Heaven Hostel owner, and Tulio also, his brother. And we get along very well because we have the same proposition or proposal of giving the best experience for everyone. Traveling tradies for us is a huge opportunity of cultural exchange and also trading. I am very aware that there is a lot of stuff that we need here in Brazil. Construction is very expensive, and also there is a lot of people coming around the hostels exchanging expertise and stuff, and as an opportunity for us, traveling trainees is fits perfect to the opportunity because it takes one need that we have and one need that traveling trainees is, and we swap experience. That's what we need. For me, it's a huge opportunity for people to come to see Rio in a different way, with locals also, local exchange, and I think it's a wonderful idea.
The trip exceeded our expectations. It was epic. We made lifelong friends, we did wicked shit, and it was amazing. The timeline was a little bit hectic, right? We were pushed for time because it was in a month. But what we're trying to provide for tradies is an ability to travel for as long as you want. You don't have to rush. You've got the time. So use that. Use what we can offer you. We make the connection for you. We make that system. We make the introduction to these people that want your skills. Right? We provide an epic adventure. We help tradies travel the world. We give you time back for yourselves to become relaxed, give you a bit of perspective, and fucking enjoy life. What are you waiting for?